You fall down, get up. You fall down, get up. You fall down, pull yourself out the mud. You fall down, get up. You fall down, get up. You fall down, pull yourself out the mud. You don't ever get to choose your trials, tribulations, or blues, child. But still it's your cross to bear. Ain't nobody said it was fair. Oh, you fall down, get up, fall down, get up, fall down, pull yourself out the mud. Ah, you fall down, get up, fall down, get up, fall down, pull yourself out the mud. All right. Welcome to the mud.
What's really good, nephew? What's really good?
Well, I'll tell you what's good. We up in here in the mud. Can you dig it? Yeah, it's your boy GP. I'm up in here with a legend. This my main man. This is my big homie, the OG. Virtual dap for my man, Mr. Macintosh. What's up, bro?
How you doing, baby?
Look here, I'm better. You know, every time I'm around you, I give me a good old belly laugh. I get me some sugar.
You know what? I love you.
Oh, I already know that.
And I think it's important to tell people when you love them. I love you as a person, but your musicianship, note for note, anybody hears you, they can't help but love you, or they just don't. And I mean that from my heart, and I hope people hear that. Music, like I just said, all of us that wake up and say we're gonna be musicians, we're batshit crazy.
Yeah, especially
but if that's what you're going to do, then do it.
Do it. Yeah.
You do that, baby.
Look.
You do that.
You over here got me blushing. I'm chocolate, but I'm blushing. And I was like, but we ain't here to talk about me. We here to talk about you and your famous ass. But look, I got here. I moved here in 2014, me and the wife. Shout out to Ritual.
Shout out to the baby.
And we moved around, and you and Brother Michael Hill, shout out to Michael Hill, were some of the first people that we met in the scene. And it's like you're a consummate professional, you know. So I want to get into your history. I want to get into what brought you here, your rising in the ranks, how you stayed, you know, legit and relevant so long. Because I see, man, when you up there singing, people are like, you know, they're into your shit. You got that, you know what I mean? You got that thing that a lot of these people. I believe this is why I made a dent, is because I came here with a form of performance, you know, like a performance base. I grew up watching James Brown I was that little kid watching James Brown, which is weird within itself, but you know, and watching gospel preachers, you know, that's Goldie pipes.
Sure.
So I've been having performance ingrained in my head since I was a child, but you can work a crowd. What is it about you connecting with the crowd? What is that magic? Let me hear about that.
You know, like most black singers, certainly my age, it started in church.
For sure, same.
But I happened to be raised in a church that didn't have instruments.
Oh, okay.
It was all a cappella.
Is that Church of Christ?
Church of Christ.
Yeah.
And there's a guy who goes and he says to 300 black people, turn to page 298.
Yeah.
And he starts singing. Well, an interesting thing in the Church of Christ, all the sopranos know they sopranos.
Yeah.
All the altos know they altos.
Yeah.
All the tenors know they tenors. All the bass know their bass.
Right.
So the guy who says turn to 298 has to know how to pitch it.
Mm-hmm.
So it's not too high for the sopranos and it's not too low for the bass. Yeah. I did that the first time at 8 years old.
8?
8. I went to the You know, like if you wear black shirt.
Yeah.
You know, the brethren, they gather before they go out and start serving.
Yeah.
Story is, I went back there and told them, hey, I want to sing.
It was just like that.
I want to lead song service. On the Sunday evening service. Not Sunday morning, Sunday. You remember people used to go to church twice a week, twice a day on Sunday.
Absolutely.
So Sunday night, and they went to my mother and said, your boy is back here saying he wants to lead song service. And she said, if he thinks he can do it, let him do it.
Yeah. Put him out there. Throw him in the wall.
That's 60 years ago. And I remember the song I sang.
What was it?
Everybody will be happy over there. There's a happy land of promise over in the glory land, where the saints of earth shall soon the glory share, where the souls of men shall enter and live on forevermore. Everybody will be happy over there.
8 years old.
At 8 years old.
So that means that your ear was already in tune. It was already ready to rock and roll for you to be able to stand. Because I hear you sing now, like when I hear you out and about, yeah, your ear is on point. How you can glide from this note to this note and then glide back to where you need to be. It's like you have a hell of an ear. So
and this
that's
all
believable.
ear. I don't read and I don't write.
Okay.
But I know lyrics. I believe in the power of the spoken word. I believe more in the power of the song word.
With the melody behind the frequency of the melody and all of that.
But I believe in the power of just talking. Right?
Yeah, it's powerful.
I hate all this war that's going on, like we just talking. Can we just talk?
No, we talking.
All this what? Ukraine. Can't them motherfuckers just talk?
Yeah.
They fighting over land that neither one of them made. God made that shit. Why are you fighting? Let's just talk.
Let's talk it on.
And if we can't talk, let's sing to each other.
There you go.
If we can't talk it out, let's sing it out.
Let's sing it out. Have a breakdance battle.
Yeah. Let's music it out.
For sure.
Because the one thing, baby, I've been all over the world.
Yeah.
You know what the one thing we all have in common?
What's up?
Music.
Oh, absolutely. Absolutely.
You know, and here in America, Europe brought us 12 notes. And then we went to Africa and brought them slaves that communicated on drums.
On drums, yeah.
Syncopation. Nobody dances classical music, not really.
Not like that, yeah.
Europe brought us those 12 notes, and then we brought those Africans. And together, we invented all of America's music.
Yeah.
And America's music is based on syncopation.
Oh, yeah. Absolutely.
That's why all over the world, you go, somebody trying to play the blues,
Yeah.
somebody trying to play jazz.
Yeah.
Everywhere you go. And it started here, back then.
Yeah. Yeah, that's Xavier Shannon downstairs with all that racket. This is his first time playing at Antone's. He's really excited about that. So shout out to Xavier Shannon and the Tasha experience. So let's go back to your childhood. You just talked about being a little bitty boy. Now I caught a wind. You were talking to somebody else, but I was standing next to you. So you were telling me about one of your parents was a singer, right?
My father
Your father
was
was
a piano player.
There we go. And you spent time
And he
around the
was
legends like Ella and those. Can you tell us about those days?
My father graduated from Houston Tillotson
Okay.
University here in Austin.
So you're Austin native?
Born and raised.
Oh, come on, all right. So this
Born
is
and raised.
so you in the
I
West.
am that. Now they call it old Austin.
Yeah.
I'm old Austin.
Or you just old.
And well, I'm old too. But yeah. With my father, and he was a music teacher. During segregation, they'd have a music teacher for maybe 5 black schools. Because there wasn't enough money for one to stay at
To East, right.
And he gigged at night.
Okay.
But just a hell of a piano player. I played King B up on 12.
Yes.
It wasn't called the King B then, but my daddy played on that same stage like 50 years ago.
That's wonderful. Okay.
Right where I stand, he
And
played
sang
piano.
Yeah.
And he would eventually, like, blessings, music and blessings go together.
Yes.
That's why, if you're a musician, you gotta be kind to everybody you see. If you can, be kind, because you never know who's gonna bless you, take you to the next level. You never know where it's gonna come
No,
from.
you have no idea.
It may not be a booking agent. It may not be a manager. It may be just the guy sitting back in the corner that is connected as far.
Right. May just be Arius.
Yes. I don't particularly like photographs of me.
I thought you said you don't like
One
Arius.
of the most beautiful photographs of me ever taken, that boy took.
Aries?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Well, he all right.
Like, and I don't, on stage at Seaboard.
Yeah.
But if we remember, Goldie Pike,
Hey.
you didn't create your voice, God did. I didn't create mine, God did. So you have to always approach the music with humility.
I can dig that.
Keep us humble, because this is not me doing this here. Like I didn't invent it.
Right.
I know techniques, you know the technique.
Right. The technical
How to
side of it.
breathe, how to sing, which note to reach for, which note to
Right.
not reach for.
Right.
That's big shit.
Everybody don't know about that.
But approaching it with humility, knowing that it ain't you.
Yeah. That's big. That's big. I mean, it ain't too many people more egotistical than somebody that can sing.
Exactly.
Because you grow up spoiled. I mean, at least where I was, the singers in the church, if you could sing when you were a little kid and sing, you got treated different.
Oh, you got treated different.
Yeah.
And
yeah.
I went through that as a teenager. I sang in an a cappella gospel quartet. We had a Greyhound
No.
as a teenager. But one day you realize that ain't you.
Yeah.
You are not causing that. You didn't build that. I've had voice lessons, learned how to. But to make it, you have to lay your ego down
Yeah.
and let the music build you up.
Yeah. And that can be hard to do when everybody's kissing your ass because you can sing. That's good. You know what I mean?
You can't buy into that.
For sure. No, I'm with you.
You can't buy into that. People say, oh, the legend is here. You know what I think to myself?
What's that?
Whenever somebody calls me a legend, you know what I think?
What's up?
That's a nice way of them calling me an old motherfucker.
That's what it is. He been around a while.
That's all it is.
You said good morning a few more times.
Yeah, he's a legend. That's a nice way of calling me an old motherfucker, but I take it.
Yes.
But I don't buy into it.
I can dig that.
Because every gig I'm about to go do, I'm going hard in the paint.
You do. You gangster up there.
Not resting on what I did last night.
Right.
Today you have to lean into it. Don't lean away from it.
Yeah.
Because it's a crazy thing about music, and I know this. I know it from my life. I know it from my father's life, who played for Ella Fitzgerald for 12 years.
Yeah.
If you are true to the music, she will be true to you.
Yeah.
But if you fuck over the music, she'll get you right back.
You just made me
She'll
think.
take you somewhere and then drop you.
Yeah, you really just put something on my mind, because it's like, a lot of we have our up and downs throughout. It's like, so sometimes with what you just said, it just made me say, you know what? I need to go sit my ass down somewhere and start running back through, okay, what did I do? Well, what role am I playing in these downs, so-called downs or what have you? Because like you said, it's like, after a while, it's like, ooh, Goldie, hey, come drink for free. Come on, and all of that. And I mean,
Telling us something.
what you want, Arius? I'm just messing with you. We have a good time up in the mud, man. This is the mud.
The mud.
Yeah. So as you can tell, we're not at our usual recording place. We're at Antone's.
The world famous.
Yeah, the world famous.
Antone.
People come from all over the world to come to this place, either to play here or just to hang and say they came.
The first time I went to Antone, maybe 76, 77. Antone's was on Dirty Sick.
Yeah. Can I tell you something real quick, before you go further?
Huh?
Can I tell you something before we go further?
Yeah.
I was born in 77. Good.
Trying my best to be nice.
I was a baby.
I'm trying to be appropriate. This is an all-black situation. I'm trying not to say motherfucker. I've been trying not to say motherfucker all night long. This motherfucker right here. I was fully grown, running the streets.
I had to get him.
And
Macintosh.
back then, 36 was, half of it was boarded up. And Clifford Antone opened the club, blues, on Dirty Sick. Ain't nothing going on. It was like maybe 3 restaurants. Most of it was Clifford Antone went to the city council and said, let's turn 6th Street into Austin's version of Bourbon Street. That was Clifford Antone. When Clifford got in trouble, we all been in trouble.
Yeah, I hadn't had my troubles.
The mayor of the city at the time, his name was Lee Cook. Lee Cook went to Clifford's sentence hearing. I was there. And spoke up for Clifford Antone because of what he did for Austin.
Yeah.
And it's so beautiful that it went from 36, and then when he went up off the drag at 29th Street, Antone's got on the map there.
Yeah, that's the spot. It's like it moves from here to there to here, what have you, but it's...
And you know how many clubs can't move and stay in business?
That's right. Yeah, and this is still a destination.
Seriously.
Yeah.
Michael Hill throws this party every Tuesday, and we're so glad you're here with us tonight. I said, let's have some fun, y'all! Hey! So good when that woman calls my name. She calls me sweet, oh so plain. Good to get love, good to do some loving too. I said it's good to get love, good to do some loving too. And if things start popping, you west, I will option. I know she's your woman, but she come see me sometime. I know she's no woman, but she come see me sometime. She comes so often, sometimes I think she's mine, but I ain't tripping. She's yours and mine and someone else's too. She's yours and mine, someone else's too. She can make you feel so good, we don't care who she do. She say, come back, baby, come back. Come on, darling, come back. Anywhere you can slip back. Come on, honey, come back. Come back, baby, and try me one more time. Hey! Baby, I've got to go away. I told her, oh my Shabbat, baby, I've got to go away. I might come back home and carry on this slow rolling on another day. I left that girl standing in the back door quiet. Yes, I left her standing in the back door quiet. She said, boy, you got a home, long as I got mine. Lady ain't exactly what she told me how to ride. That lady is not a jock, but she taught me how to ride. Get her once in the middle and then from side to side, yeah. Come back, baby, come back. Hurry down and get back. Anywhere you can slip back. Come on, honey, come back. Come back, baby, and try me one more time. I love the West, North and South, both the best. Only wanna go there as a guest, cause I love being here with you. I love the sea and the shore. I love the rocks and what is more. With you, they don't leave me apart. Love being here with you. Singing in the shower, laughing by the hour. Love is such a breezy game. Any kind of weather, long as we're together. Love to hear you say my name. Good wine, fine cuisine. Candlelight, I love to sing. Baby, know what I mean? I love it. Up in the yoga, sha-da-da-da-do-ya-dee-doo-dee. Do-ya-dee-wop, sha-doo-dee. Up-a-doo-da-dee-doo, up-a-doo-dee. Oh-doo-dee, sha-ba-doo-ya-dee-doo-dee. Up-a-doo-doo-doo-ba-doo-doo-dee-doo-dee-doo-dee.
I want to go back old school. I want to talk about some things that you and I talked about. So I'm not gonna get into no names and none of that stuff. But we had a conversation about some people will look at it. Hey, it's Antone's. I can't believe come see me, yada yada yada, what have you. And you're like, it's a box. Like what's that mentality? Like let's talk about that. Like these venues. Like what do you mean by it's just a box?
With no arrogance, like I said, humility.
Mm-hmm.
As a teenager, my parents were divorced. The summers, I had spent summers with my daddy, but he was on the road.
Yeah.
playing like serious rooms.
Mm-hmm.
And maybe Duke Ellington or Basie. But to them, this is what we're playing tonight.
Yeah.
And tomorrow we're going to be. Duke Ellington wrote a song. It's called Duke's Place.
Mm-hmm.
This is Baby, take me down to Duke's Place. Wildest box in town is Duke's Place.
Mm-hmm.
It's just 4 walls. We're going to do it.
Yeah.
And then we're going to move
Then
on.
move to the next box.
And it does not matter what the name is on the place. It's just 4 fucking walls.
Yeah. Yeah. It's what
I don't care if it's Carnegie Hall.
Damn right.
It's not going to be 5-sided.
Yeah. It's not Pentagon.
It's not going to be the Pentagon.
Yeah. Yeah.
And you never hear about music at the Pentagon.
Nah.
Every place you hear about music has 4 walls.
That's right.
It's just a box.
It's just about. So it's what you make.
And you can't make. Listen, I cannot, and I am not unknown in my home city.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not saying I'm famous. I'm not saying none of that. I'm not unknown.
Yeah.
But I can tell you this. Every time I walk into HEB, they ask me for green money.
Damn right. Just like me.
It's just a box.
It's just a box. Yeah.
It's just a box.
Yeah. Yeah, so it's about the, I was gonna ask you this earlier though, it's like you see yourself as a conduit for, channeling the music to give the people. And that's what you bring to the box.
I will tell you, when I put my band together,
Mm-hmm.
the first person I called was Michael Hill.
Michael, hell, my boy.
If Michael Hill I said, hey man, I'm thinking about putting a trio together. Will you be my drummer? If Michael Hill had told me no, I was gonna go back into the corporate world.
Mm.
I came that close to not being in music at all. Because I had been singing with the trio. I didn't like them, they didn't like me.
Yeah.
We looked painful on stage.
Yeah. That chemistry.
And I had people telling me we look painful on stage.
That's the worst part. Yeah.
And it's called show business.
Yes, sir.
We also wasn't making no money.
So the show was shit and the business was shit. Yeah.
And I went, this is a bunch of bullshit.
Yeah.
Like, I got a business degree. I can go to the corporate world.
Right.
It won't be no fun,
Yeah.
but I'll get
You
paid.
get some money. Yeah.
I called Michael Hill, and he said yes. And I decided that he and I would be the only people in the band that were old. Everybody else, the bass player and the keyboard player, has to always be younger than us. They have to be extremely talented, but younger. Because that way I know the music's gonna keep going.
I can dig that. I can dig that.
Right?
Yes.
Teach a young guy stage presence.
Yes.
Right? It's one thing to be able to get on stage. It's another thing to get on stage and do this. No matter how good you sing, if you don't make eye contact, you fucking yourself.
Yeah.
Then people not gonna bite you. Interact with them.
Yeah.
Talk to them. Work the room.
Yeah.
That you can't read in a book, you can't learn that in college. That comes from experience.
That's OJT. That's on the job training. You got to do that.
And so
Yeah.
if you got somebody that's been in the game a minute to show you, to every young musician that plays with me, especially substitute, I tell them, baby, don't play my head off, play their heads off.
Yeah.
Face them.
Yeah.
That's what I got to do.
Right.
And we keep the music going. We are always standing, like you said, you watched James Brown.
Yes.
You standing on James's shoulder.
Absolutely.
I'm standing on shoulders.
Yeah.
Phil knows. Did you ever know Margaret? Margaret Wright, the piano player?
I've never had a chance to meet her. No, sir.
You never met her?
No, sir.
Margaret was a piano player, singer. Owned Austin. Playing piano and singing by herself. I've known her my whole life. My mother did her hair. I think I met her when I was 3. My show is just Margaret.
No.
But for me to do Margaret, I need a trio.
Okay.
For what she could do by her damn self.
Just her on the piano.
Just on the piano.
Man.
Let alone being on the road with Ella. Seeing Duke Ellington. You know, and I'm going to say this. I hope everybody hears this. I don't even give a shit. Austin, Texas is an egghead town. By that I mean it's a lot of smart people here. Lot of smart musicians here.
Yeah.
And they play Duke Ellington. Note for note. Right. And then the audience does this. I've seen Duke Ellington play a small room and it'd be so fucking hot, people would dance on the table. See the difference?
Yeah, so they more about the technique than the feel, right?
Than the feel.
Yeah.
Duke Ellington could make a room so hot, people would dance on it. It'd be too tight for you to dance.
Yeah.
Get up on the table.
Table.
I saw that. Comes up, brings my coffee and my favorite cup. I know, hallelujah, I love her so. If I'm in trouble and I have no friend, she's my baby till the very end. People ask me how I know, she smiled at me, told me so. I know, hallelujah. If I call on the telephone and say, baby, I'm all alone. Before I can count from 1 to 4, I hear on my door. And in the evening when the sun goes down, Lord, ain't nobody else around. She kisses me, she holds me tight, tells me everything's alright. Quentin's in the house, y'all. on my door. And in the evening when the sun goes down, and there ain't nobody else around, she kisses me, she holds me tight. Everything's alright. I know, hallelujah, I love her so. Hallelujah, I love her so. Hallelujah, I just love her.
You got any? I mean, because you know, me and you, we can talk all night.
All night.
So you were here because you a native and you were here with your father. So what was Austin like going into becoming the live music capital of the world, and to what it was, to what it is now, and where you would like it to go? I ask everybody this, like, where would you like to see this thing going from where it was? Like, were you around the Chitlin circuit kind of vibe and all of that?
I got it. Here's my answer for it.
Okay.
And I've been saying this quite a bit lately. What I would like, the live music capital doesn't mean the good music capital.
You right.
All that means is everywhere you go, there's going to be some motherfucker in the corner making noise.
Somebody be.
Amen.
Wow.
And that's all I would like Austin to be the live music capital with good music.
The live good music capital of the world.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All the live music capital of the world means everywhere you go, it's music in the air in Austin, Texas.
Absolutely.
But it ain't all good. Most of it ain't. Yeah, I said that.
Yeah.
I'm old. I can't say, don't you say that, man.
Nah, I ain't said nothing. I'm laughing at you.
I'm old. But if I would like the emphasis to be good. I don't know if they said this when you were born in 1970. What?
1977.
Yeah, 1970. I appreciate you pointing that out. They probably had stopped teaching this in 1977. But this was drilled into my head. Mm-hmm. Good, better, best. Mm-hmm. Never let it rest until your good is better and your better is best. Mm-hmm. Grind it. Never let it rest. Good, better, best. Never let it rest until your good is better and your better is best. I'm never satisfied with a show.
You should always find something that you can tighten up.
Never let it rest.
Never let it rest.
Until your good is better
Mm-hmm.
and your better is best.
Right on.
And with music, that's lifelong.
Yeah, it reminds me, like, it's definitely not taught right now. I had conversations, you know, about where the youth are, because today it's so much about going viral that they don't go through that grind, that artist development. Like, my artist development was church. You know what I mean? Like, I didn't, you know.
You got to pay the dues wherever you pay them.
You got to pay them. Yeah, and a lot of them, they don't have to do that these days.
In church, if you pay them on the sidewalk,
yeah.
If you pay them but you got to pay your due.
Yeah.
Like, I have people, and I'm sure you do too. I'm sure you have people come up and say, "Can I sing?"
Oh yeah, absolutely.
I don't mean at your sit-in show. I mean at like your show. Mm-hmm. They'll come up and say, "Can I sing?"
Yeah.
You know what I say? Do you have a band?
Yeah.
I don't have no problems with you. Say, you got a band? Mm-hmm. You done paid any dues? All of a sudden, you just, like, you can come up and do this. Except I had to put this shit together.
Right.
You just want to come in hot after all the work's done.
Right. And you got to keep people here. And they go up
I
there and
had
fuck up.
On stage, and I had this guy is like, I guess you call him an officer, I don't know what the hell, in the military, and he came up and he said, the general from Fort Hood was at my show. He said he wants to sing "Fly Me to the Moon," and he sent his little soldier,
his minion,
come up. I said, ask him if I can come general tomorrow.
Can I put on some stripes? Yeah,
Right?
yeah.
You feel like you can just come up on my stage and just make it do what it do.
Yeah.
Well, goddamn, I can come in general for a day.
I can come tell motherfuckers what to do.
For a day.
Yeah, I can yell at people.
I know that makes sense.
Yeah.
And the boy, it's like in the end, he walked right up to the stage like I had to get away from the mic and listen to him. And his face got so red because now he's got to go back and tell the general. I said, no.
Yeah.
This is what I do for a living.
Right.
This is how I go to the grocery store.
Yeah. Same.
And if you ain't done something like this to go to the grocery store, why would I put you in this environment?
Yeah.
It don't make sense for me to go general.
Yeah, just
It
walk
don't
around
make no
the door.
sense for me to just walk in. Dude, I'm driving on the Ford Hood and say, hey man, I want to be general for a couple hours. Is that gonna work?
No. Not
You
at all.
can't come to my fucking show and do that either.
Okay, dig it. So look here, I'm about to I ain't got no damn watch. I'm looking at my bracelet.
Y'all see that?
It's the-
Please tell me you got this on film.
It's the magic.
He just looked at his,
I'm looking at my bracelet.
like he's looking at his bracelet like he know what time it is. Please tell me.
I know I gotta get my ass down there and sing it here in this box at Antone's, which is cool. Shout out to Antone's that they allow us to
Shout
put
out
these
to
reviews
Antone.
together, you know, and let
Shout
you
out to Goldie, buddy.
Shout out to
My
you,
fan, my nephew,
So
my nephew.
we about to get out of here. I love this man, and when he tell me he love me, I know it and I believe it because I can
Know it.
feel it. Y'all, one more time. This has been the mud. The mud. We down in this thing with my OG, my unc, Mr.
One
Mac,
love.
Macintosh.
One love.
Look in there and do me a favor.
One love.
Just tell the crowd, say, let's get muddy.
Let's get money.
And we out this
Make
thing.
it do what it do.
Y'all be blessed. Peace.
I gotta go to work, yo.